Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Matthew, aka the Nucleus Cyborg. I just wanted to make this first clip first because what will follow in the next clip. Recently revisited Zelda Breath of the Wild after years and years of not playing it since Tears of the Kingdom came out, and I think that is actually my favorite of the two. Just because of the mechanics and controls and all that other stuff, and the insane overpowered weapons that you can make in Tears of the Kingdom. So I revisited Breath of the Wild after so many years, and the clip that will follow here, I went through some stuff, and I was trying to narrate what I was doing, but I think when I was going through that video, I was standing slightly away from the computer, so I suppose that no volume could be heard. So what I was doing is that we start off with Breath of the Wild, and we're right there, we're getting ready, and I was getting ready to fight a Lionel, because I wanted to see my skills of fighting Lionels in Tears of the Kingdom got a little bit better than Breath of the Wild. In Breath of the Wild, I probably remember that I would just probably just run from Lionels because I had such a hard time beating him. But actually, this run that both the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom was probably one of my best runs of killing Lionels. Now, I meant to film this video a week or so ago, but when I first tried, they were all dead. All the Lionels were dead, so I had to wait for a blood moon for all the Lionels to get revived. And when you want a blood moon to happen, it usually takes a lot longer than you want it to. It always seems to happen when you don't care, when you don't need a blood moon. They come, they activate anyway. So we start off in Breath of the Wild, and we're in the Elden region by the Great Elden Skeleton, and that's the only place that I know in Breath of the Wild that a Lionel exists. There might be other ones, but like I said, that's why I think Tears of the Kingdom is better for me, because I know it a little bit better, even though it's the same map as Breath of the Wild. So we open up, we try to get ready with armor, weapons, and whatnot. Now, what I figured out or found out is that you have to fight the Lionels differently in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, because Tears of the Kingdom you can make these insane weapons that you can get on the back, and you can pound their head, and you can just annihilate Lionels. But in Tears of the Kingdom, since the strongest weapon really is the Master Sword, you really don't. I don't think it's quite as effective to get on their back and hit them in the head. So you have to do the rush time or whatever else. You have to dodge and then rush in, and that's what I did. So Breath of the Wild, that's what that is. You have to rush in and fight them and land blows. While as Tears of the Kingdom, you can stun them and then get on their back and pound them on the head. Now, so that's what we open up. We open up with Breath of the Wild by doing that. And like I said, that was a pretty good run. It's one of the best runs I've ever had at killing a Lionel in Breath of the Wild. And then we move on to the house. I wanted to show you guys my house. And in Breath of the Wild, everybody's house is really pretty much the same. I think the only thing is what you decided to display. If you got the weapons displays, what weapons you decided to display on in your house. That might be the only difference. But then when we moved on to Tears of the Kingdom, we went to the depths, and I went to the depths, and then I went to the Colosseum, where you fight 5 Lionels in a row. Again, that was one of the most phenomenal, greatest runs I've ever had of fighting those Lionels, and took no damage out of all 5 of them. Or no, well, maybe. Okay, well, I backtracked that. I think I did actually take some damage, but it was I think the one at Breath of the Wild I didn't take any damage, which I was very surprised about. But Tears of the Kingdom, I took them all out pretty quickly, and like I said, you can get on their backs and just pound them to death and just annihilate them. It's insane, crazy, stupid how insanely powerful you can make your weapons in Tears of the Kingdom. Now, I did make a Lionel, Saber Lionel sword where you can get the I can't remember the claymores. I can't remember the Royal Guard claymores. I think they're called. You can get them. You have to go to in Tears of the Kingdom. You have to go to the castle, of course, and that's where you find all the Royal Guard weapons, the most powerful weapons that you can find in Tears of the Kingdom, except maybe in the depths when you can find the premium weapons, whatever. Uh, so I get that, and then you fuse it with a silver sable liner horn, and then the Royal Guard Claymore. What's cool about that is, as everybody knows by now, is that when it's on the breaking point, it doubles its damage, and so you fuse it with the sable liner horn, and then you try to upgrade it by going to the Octo Rocks. I don't know. I can't remember there's a lot of them in the Elden region, and you'll see in the video that I have a lot of them marked on my map with the treasure chest, so I know where they are, and so they can you know uh, can heal your weapons or fix your weapons for you. And so when you're trying to get them to split out a attack plus 10, that's the greatest amount of damage you can do. And then you get that fused uh, Royal Guard Claymore with the saber horn or whatever, and then you get it to the breaking point, and you can get it up to 194 damage. And what's cool is that it doesn't break because when you're pounding them on the head. It only breaks when you have to be careful, because I mean that's why I always count in there, except that the very first time I mount a Lionel, if it doesn't die, because you can do all six, and you really don't have to count. But otherwise, you should count, because if you keep going and it dies and you went to hit it again, you can hit the blade on the floor and it'll break. So as everybody knows by now, like I said, there's tons of video on YouTube by now for Breath of the Wild, Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom. But anyway, so following this clip, that will be what it is. So Breath of the Wild, we start off with the Lionel, then we go to the house, just to show you out, and then we start with the house at Tears of the Kingdom, which is everybody's house is different in Tears of the Kingdom because you can build it. And so what I did at the very beginning, is I built a tower. I just stacked a whole bunch of boxes on top, and then I was able to use the ascend feature. No stairs. I just used the ascend feature to get to floor to floor. That's how I did it. I just built a big tower. And so, but then recently, the one that you will see in the video, I built more of a house, and so you'll be able to see that too. But I just wanted to get on here because I said that going through that clip that you will see what will follow. I don't think there was any much volume. So I just wanted to come up here and kind of tell you what was happening and going on. And then I also wanted to say is that when I was fighting in Tears of the Kingdom, when I was fighting the Lionels, like I said, I had that saber sword. I thought I had one, but I ended up using that bone weapon that I have, and you'll see that too. But then shortly after that, towards the end of the clip that will follow, I was trying to reforge one, see if I could reforge one quickly, or and make a new one. But the Octoroks, I think I tried 2 or 3 times, and the Octoroks, whatever, they wouldn't spit out one. So I closed that clip. And then off screen, I tried to make a new one, and actually, I think it took 2 or 3 times, and I was able to get one pretty quickly. So I made another clip which will come of me fighting Lionels in Tears of the Kingdom with that souped up Lionel saber, just that fused with the Royal Guard Claymore. All the way up to attack 10, and then with that silver Lionel horn, it's just insane. Again, that's why I think Tears of the Kingdom is a little bit more my favorite of the two, even though it's pretty much the same story as Breath of the Wild. But anyway, I think I've talked long enough about that. So let me get off. Excuse me. Let me get off here, and then the next clip will follow. And that's what's happening. First, we start off with Breath of the Wild, and then you'll see a transition where we go to Tears of the Kingdom. All right. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. Welcome back, everybody. This is Matthew, aka the Nucleus Cyborg. I'm going to be standing off camera for this video, and as you can probably see, this video is going to be Zelda Link related. Um, I recently bought a Switch 2 in anticipation of the remake of the Zelda Ocarina of Time that came out on the 64 back when I was like in third grade or something. Or no, a little bit older, but it still came out a while back ago. So a new one, if they just do it's a remake, it's supposed to be coming out around November. I'm guessing right after the Thanksgiving holiday. But so I bought a Switch 2 in anticipation for that, and since this is Zelda related, I wanted to go back and look at my experience with Zelda Breath of the Wild and then Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Now, there are countless videos up on there, up on YouTube already, I know, so I'm kind of late to the party. But I just want to do a little comparison on my take, my playthrough through Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I think I think when it comes down to it, I think Tears of the Kingdom is my favorite of the two. Maybe not the better of the two, but my favorite of the two because I like the mechanics. I like the controls. I just think it's better on controls and mechanics. Like for instance, being able to fuse super overpowered weapons, crazy stupid overpowered weapons that you can forge in Tears of the Kingdom are fused together when you can't do that here in Breath of the Wild. And so this is Breath of the Wild that you're seeing right now. I have it here on the pause menu because as you might, I'm not sure if you can see it, I can see it, but I'm right there in the Elden region at the Elden Great Skeleton, and right there, if you might be able to see, it's a little bit blurry for me too, but there's a Lionel there. And so I meant to do this video a couple weeks ago, but the first time I tried was that actually all Lionels were dead, both in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I had killed them all, so I had to wait for a blood moon to resurrect them, and it was taking a while. And it always seems when you want a blood moon, it never seems to come until, you just have to keep playing for one. I had to learn all the mechanics behind it again and all that stuff. And at least for the Tears of the Kingdom, I'm not sure if you can do it in the Breath of the Wild too, but I was out of opals, so the water stone and the glitch you can do with the blue rock if you hang and do a bullet time and shoot 3 or 4 opals at the wall, it'll restart with a blood moon. I was out of opals, so I couldn't use that glitch. I had to do it. I had to wait the old-fashioned way. So here we are. I meant to do this a couple weeks ago, but that was the one reason because of the Lionels that were all dead, and I wanted to test my skills. They got a little bit better in Tears of the Kingdom, but in Breath of the Wild, I noticed that things are a little bit different. In Breath of the Wild, I find it better to do the jump away in bullet time, and then dash in and give him damage, as opposed to Tears of the Kingdom where I can shoot arrows at him, stun him, and get on his back. So I think there's 2 methods that I have to use, because if you use that same method here in Breath of the Wild, it takes a lot longer because you don't have so many overpowered weapons. Anyway, but then when I finally got the Blood Moon, then I had some family and friend matters that I had to take care of. So anyway, so let's finally get into this thing. So here we are. We're on the pause menu in Breath of the Wild. And so the controls I just want to talk about first. I have to use the 2 top buttons. I'm not sure what else they are, or what they're called. Was it ZL and Z whatever. Let's see if I can find the thing where it says the controls. Yeah, so L. I have to use the L and the R button to swap between. And then when I get here, I use the I use the L button again, and I get to the main quest. But then when you get to a certain menu screen like this one, you have to use the analog sticks. And I'm not sure, again, how the mechanics are different in Tears of the Kingdom. So I got pretty far in both games. Let's see. This one is this the right screen? Yeah, the right screen you see there in the left in the bottom left corner, 99.34% out of 100. I think that's only Caroxes. If I know if that's what's there, what I have left. I can't find. I think I have like four left. Uh, Again, let me see. I think yeah, you have to use the on the right-handed analog stick to R right there to be able to switch through them now. So key items. I got this is in my inventory right now. I got full inventory. Uh, uh, you know, weapons, bows, and shields. Full inventory there. So and then when you're here at the key items in here, this is what it is I have on hand right now. So it needs to be up into 500, I think, before I found all the Caroxes. But some people are telling me that it's really not necessary because of the reward that you get and all that stuff. But anyway, so let's move ahead. See, I wanted to see if how well I can kill a lion and a Lionel in both games. So go over here. See, the strongest weapon that I have is obviously the Master Sword. But like I said, I think rushing in and bullet time. See, another one. I got this Stone Smasher here. That's a good one. Uh, I got this here. This Lizzle Tri Boomerang might be useful. And then uh, this might be useful too. The Great Thunderbleed. But anyway, let's see how well I can take down this Lino. So I got this. I got that equipped. Let's okay. Right analog sticks. Like I said, the mechanics on this one are just weird. Okay, my strongest bow is this one. I got that. So the Royal Bow at 49 power, and then shield. See if I can find the best shield that I have is this one right here. So equip that one. Okay, and then we're gonna go and see if we can fight this Lionel and see how well I can defeat it. Okay, here we go. I love the Cycle Zero. I wish we still had that one, even though we can kind of like put one together and choose the game. But anyway, I still wish we had this Cycle Zero. But anyway, let's go see if we can beat this thing. He's not doing anything. He's just standing there. Okay, there we go. So like I said, this is how I think it's best to do it here in Breath of the Wild. Well, no damage so far. Okay, well, we're taking damage. Luckily, Baruch. Get up, get up, get up. Okay. Well, thanks God, I had the Baruch's protection there. Not too bad. No damage yet. Oh, he's pissed now. Oh! I should have stuck with my shield out. Just let it take the impact. Let's see if do I have any meals. No meals. I got some food. I got a fairy in case I die. So let's see here. Eat some of these chicken wings or bird sticks, drumsticks. Okay. He's already at half, so we've done pretty good so far. Here we go. this one out. Oh well, this one's 55. That probably doesn't matter. He's probably gonna break it no matter what it is. All right. All right. Not too bad. Doing pretty good. Uh oh, fire. There, I got him. Hey, I beat him. Hey, not too bad. Probably wouldn't have taken any damage if I would just let my shield take the impact that one time. But there you go. That's that. Okay, that was actually pretty good. Probably one of my better tries of killing a Lionel. Alright, something else I'd like to show you here in Breath of the Wild and my I'd like to show you my house. See, that's all the way down here. So Hateno Village right there, the little star marked it. So you travel here. Now everybody's house is pretty much the same in Breath of the Wild. Uh, you got that same one in Hateno Village. Probably the only thing is what weapons you have chosen to display. Let's see. Okay, it's still recording. Okay. Okay, so you just go down here, take the trail here, over here and across the bridge. How do you get those guys gone? How do you get those guys off my lawn? This is my lawn. Get off. Anyway, here's the house. Okay, so here's what's inside. Everybody has the displays. I mean, if you pay, at least if you paid for them, it's just the weapons that you choose to display are probably different. But there's the light bow. There's the what do you call it? The guardian bow. I think that's what it's called. Get to the key parts. Key part, no. Armor materials. There we go. So what's this? The ancient bow right there. And then this is probably one of the royal bows, the strongest bows I can get. And then I got some of the just like the double helix or something weapon. And then here's the ancient saw. That is so cool how it goes like that. And then here's like one of the best spear that they got. And then we got the Gerudo shield. You got one of the Lionel shields, and we got the Master's the Hyrulean shield right there. I just decided to display instead of always keeping it with me. I know it's one of the stronger shields, but then every time when it breaks, here in Breath of the Wild, you have to buy a new one instead of getting how you can get it repaired in Tears of the Kingdom. But so moving on. So I wish that we could have. And we have this little area right here, so I wish we could have put in the Cycle Zero. So what is it? What's that called? The Master Cycle Zero. Yeah, I wish we could have put the Cycle Zero in here, or a horse in here, but they always, to me anyway, they always disappear. And this pond here, I have some amiibos, and I wish we could fill this up with fish, but it doesn't work for me. So I gotta give it a try. Just let me see. So make sure I'm here in the water. All right, just 1 second while I get the amiibo out. Get the I can't remember her name. The fish girl. How do you switch? How do you switch? There we go. Okay. Amiibo right here. So the fish girl from Breath of the Wild should be able to give us some fish. Let's see, but I don't think the fish are alive. That yeah, some of them are alive. It's just that this when it killed the ones, but then they come up on here. Dumb fish! No, no, get back in the water. Oh well. The same dynamic doesn't work in Tears of the Kingdom either. So, anything else to show you here in my file of Breath of the Wild? I don't think so. Uh, I don't think so. Okay, so let's switch this over to Tears of the Kingdom, and then I'll show you some stuff on that. Alright, switching over the games now. Oh wait, so let's close this out. This game out. Okay, well we'll save it just to be safe, and then we'll go home. Press the home screen, and there we go. So close software. Shit, it's still recording. Yeah, still recording. Okay. Alright, switching the games over. So taking Breath of the Wild out. Pop it out. Tears of the Kingdom is in. Okay. Wait for that to load. There we go. Tears of the Kingdom. Still. Pardon my head. It's still recording. Okay, cool. Okay, so continue. I think we're in my house. Uh, Starting from my house, I think. The house that I built. I couldn't decide recently. I went through trying to rebuild my house several times. Uh, what I ended up going with at the a while back ago is just a tower. I put a whole bunch of blocks on top of each other, and I just made a tower. No stairs or nothing. I just had to use the ascend feature to get from floor to floor. So this is the house that I recently constructed. You have the front door piece right here, but then you have the paddock right here, so you can get in two ways. Uh, I didn't know if I wanted to put the horse towards the inside or towards the outside. So I was like thinking of it like a pet that you would keep at least a barrier, but it would be a big pet, so a barrier between that and the house. So there he is, and that's the golden horse. I named it Zelda. But anyway, so that's two ways to get in. So we'll go over here and we'll go in. Alright. Now, I didn't necessarily want to use these two living room areas, but I needed a ceiling for the top floor. So this is what I usually went with. They're the same ones. Just here we have like a heater, I think, kind of like here, a stove. I have it here, thinking like it would help keep the horse warm. And then thinking in real life, if you had a pet, you could use a table here to do things here with your pet horse or whatever. And over here, got a photo gallery. This is the one that you get at the very end. When you beat the game, you got everybody with you. So I got that, and then like I said, another one of those same living spaces. But I got the the heater or kettle or stove, whatever you want to call it, over here. Thinking that it could like see the pipe that goes up. Thinking that maybe it goes upstairs, keep upstairs warm. Then down here, I got a little weapons display. I got the bows. Again, here's the light bow. Here's a Lionel bow. And then there's like that's like the bird boy, his bow that you get that he uses. Then here I got my cooking area right here. Again, how it works in the game. Oh, screensaver's been on. Come on now. There we go. Alright, so I never know. Do you guys see the screensaver or not? It's a jellyfish there floating around, but I see it, so I gotta refresh the screen. But anyway, you know how it works in the game, how you get your ingredients and pop it in there and it just comes out. But thinking of in real life, if you got cook, and then you can have your dinner right there. But then we got like some storage space, kinda right here. So again, there's some things already back there. And then here are the stairs that lead up. Originally, I built a third story house, but again, I needed flooring, so I had to use these. And these are pretty much the same as downstairs, but they don't have tables in the middle. And I have weapons up here, so the theory being that maybe just like if you're a real person in a real situation, you could use this flooring space as workout and work out with your weapons. And then I got there's the one that Ganon used. Ganon was killed with, and then Ganon used. There's the Bigoron sword. There's that another double helix sword. So then over here we have some more classic weapons. I don't remember what all these are. So here, let's try this. Let's drop some weapons. Drop, 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 drop. Okay, so we got those right there. We put those right there. So we'll pick up these three. So here we go. We have the Dust Claymore. Again, this is the one that Ganon was killed with, and later he used. Then you got the Bigoron sword, and then this is the Fierce Deity sword. Ah, okay. So let's put these back. Oh, I think we gotta equip them, right? Then put them back. There we go. Okay, and then over here we have. Let's get these weapons. So we have the Sword of the Hero. I think it's like from the first two original games. The Sea Breeze Boomerangs. I think this is from the what's that one game? I can never remember that one game. Zelda: The Wind Waker. I want to think that's where it's from. Then we have the White Sword of the Sky. So this is the Sky Sword, I guess, that you eventually turn into the Master Sword, I guess. So we have to equip them first, then put them up there. Whoops, pick it back up. Okay, there we go. And over here, these are the champion weapons. The light scale trident. Again, that's probably what the one was in Breath of the Wild. Trident, one of the tridents, champion tridents that I had. We have the boulder breaker, and then we have the scimitar of the seven. I like to use this when I go back to fight Ganon. This combined with a here we go. This combined with a silver Lionel saber horn right here. These are it's so wicked overpowering. It's crazy. So anyway, let's put these back. All right. We'll pick all these back. Pick all these back up. Um. Where'd my what happened to my Lionel Crusher? I mean, I had a seriously souped up Lionel weapon. What the heck? Where'd it go? Huh. Well, that sucks. So I'm gonna have to use something else. Because if you get these Royal Guard Claymores, and if you fuse it with that same horn, and then break it, take it to the Octoroks, they can zoop it up to It's like a 190 something attack power. It's crazy. Oh, come on, man. What happened to that weapon? I know I had that weapon. I guess it must have broke. Dag nabbit. And that sucks. We'll use another weapon, I suppose, to see if I can take that down is easy. Uh, okay, so over here, then we have the bed over here. We'll just use this. We'll bash him in the head with this because it's the most overpowering I have right now. All right, so and there's the bed. So that's the house. Now let's go fight a Lionel. Now over here I have all the Lionels marked with these skulls. So all these skulls are Lionels. So I can choose any one of these. Except over here, these are the what do you call them? Those big sandworms. Um, just over here. Gleok, no, not Gleoks. Huh. Oh well. Those worms, Moldugas. That's it. I wonder if I put that weapon here on display. Did I put that weapon here on display? Over it was a 190 something sword that I used for Lionels. Dag nabbit. Alright, well, we got this bone thing. It should work pretty well. So if we put on. Let's put on the right armor. See, we put on. I don't know which armor to put on. See, if you match it with the radiant stuff, which I've upgraded, it gives it an attack bonus. Let's do that, I guess. And then I have a meal. Any meals? I do have some meals, and also I have some meat skewers that'll raise my attack. So let's go. We'll go down here. Still recording. We'll go down here. I have these plates here. This is where straight to Ganon. So it's right there at the ledge where I can just drop down right to Ganon. Instead of doing all those bosses that I have to. And then right here, this is the Coliseum, where you can fight all the five Lionels right in a row. So let's do that. Now, I can't believe it, man. I'm going to have to make another one of those swords, and that takes a while to get because you have to. Well, at least I have the two materials needed. Alright, so as you can see, the cages are closed, so, we're all set. So let's go down. Also, I just got that one not too long ago. The, Satori thing where you found all the, bubble gems. Took a while to find that because I couldn't find the last bubble frog. Alright. Closes. We've got one, so here we go. I want to take all these guys away. They get in the way. I can't see, so I'm gonna take them away. Bash him. This will help. It'll get me up to that kind of like the same level as I have with that other weapon that I made. So I'm getting better at that too. Alright, he's dead. Shoot him right in the face. He's dead. So there's one. No damage. So that's pretty good. Take all this stuff. Okay. getting better at that too, the shield thing. And then jumping off his back when he bucks you off. Getting better at that too. Something else I noticed is that when you bash them in the shield and then they pause for a second, getting the bow out in Tears of the Kingdom, there's a slight pause. You have to time it right. There's a slight pause between when you can get your bow out and shoot him in the face, as opposed to Breath of the Wild, where there's like no pause at all. It's weird because sometimes I can miss shooting him in the face and get hit. All this stuff. Here he comes. Six. Bow is damaged, so let's get another one out. See, I can go to all the Octoroks too and fix these weapons. I can't believe how good I am getting at that shield bash. Actually, this is probably a good run. This is a very good run here. I'm not always as good at shield bashing. Okay, so we're on number 4. Hey, I got him again. Right in the face. And I've also come down here so many times. That's why I got so many arrows. It's better to get arrows here in Tears of the Kingdom than it is Breath of the Wild. Hey, I got him again. Shoot you in the face. Here comes. Hey. Wow, I'm glad I'm recording this. This is gonna be my best run in this time around. This is my best run. Okay, last one coming up. This one has armor on, so we have to change our tactics a little bit. So weapon will go. We need one of these. So I might have a hard time with this guy. Alright. At least he busted my shield. There we go, that's what we needed. The flurry rush. I don't know if that'll knock his armor off or not. Nope, not all of it. Broke my shield at least. Let's see what we got. We'll use this one. Alright. So maybe we can get it off. Nope. At least I haven't got hit yet. Alright. There we go. This should get it. Yeah. It broke his armor off. Get the weapon. Add back out. Whip. Get on him. Wow. That long. Well, he's mad. Here we go with that fire. Here he comes. Alright. Knocked him out. Right in the face. Four. It's bucking me off a little bit earlier. Almost. See if I can go without getting hit once. Nope. I don't know if I was stopped or that attack was stopped or not. It's almost did. Nope. Here he comes. So like I said, there's that slight pause there. I hit the button to get up my bow, but it... There we go. Wow, look at this. I went through a whole session without getting hit. Wow, look at that. That is amazing. I can't believe that. Wow, so there we go. So I think that's all I wanted to show you. Now I can't believe how well that trial went. So like I said, I think Tears of the Kingdom is the best of the two. For me, I like it better of the two because there's just so many mechanics that you can use on here. You know, you got your ascend, you got the what is this? The map. You got the recall. You got amiibo. You got fuse. I love the fuse. You can fuse these weapons, get insanely powerful weapons. Then you got the auto build, and I recently found all the schematics for the auto build. And then you got your ultra hand and all that, and your camera. So I mean, there's just so many mechanics. Tears of the Kingdom, I think, except for the story, I mean, using pretty much the same as Breath of the Wild, and adding like more Korok seeds, which again I haven't found all the Korok seeds. Now there over the lower right side, you see my completion 96.99%. Which again, I don't know if I'll be able to find them all. But here in the depths, I got all this zonite. That's where all the diamonds or crystal treasure stamps are. And then we have all these weapon ones are where I found the pedestals where they're holding the pristine weapons out. So that's good. And of course here we have this. These are the Octoroks. So let's try this. Let's go here to the Octoroks. Let's see if we can fix some weapons. I don't know what happened to my overpowered wet blade that I usually use for Lionel's, but that trial went pretty good. So I'll have to make another one. They're not hard to make. They're just trial and error. You have to get the Octorok thing. Go up to an Octorok and then save before you do so, and then no, not this one. We want to go here. I think. Yeah, I want to go here. So I like to use these guys first, and then go down the mountain. That's how I usually do it. Save before you go to the Octoroks, and then then your damaged Lionel blade. Keep at it until they spit out a +10. So it's a 194 damage, I think. I can't believe I lost that weapon. I lose those weapons all the time. But that's the good thing about fuse. You can make another one. Let's change armor here. What I usually wear, I use like this because they're defense, and then I wear this because it's got defense too, and that's what Zelda made for you. They made you this shirt, and then this and Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom came up with this. It's just got more defense, and then I like to use the Fierce Deity boots here. It gives you some more attack. Change the weapon too. Let's see. We'll take out this one first. first one we'll fix. So go back here. So I said mark them all. Oh, screensaver again. So there we go. Alright. Now over here we got some of these rock guys. I like to pick them up. Oh. Is there another one? I thought there were two. Or maybe the two over here. So freeze. I like to freeze these guys when they come out. There's one Octorok here. Okay, there's one. So let's take him and throw him. He's dead. Right. And that's how I collect a lot of jewels. Okay. Now go over to this Octorok. Octo or whatever he's called. Alright. Weapon, we're going to do our weapons first. So here, let me drop this. I like to run away, and I like to hold up my shield. Okay, what was that? They fixed it up. They gave it a long throw, so it's at no, durability up. Durability up, or is it this one? I think it's this one. So it's got a 79 power, and they gave you a long throw to it. So now we have to destroy this Octorok. There we go. We have to kill him. Everybody knows this by now, but you have to kill him for the next blood moon, or they won't fix your weapons anymore. So here to the next Octorok, Octo or whatever he's called. Okay. And this one right here, this other Reaper, drop that one. What? Oh, something just happened, like it froze. Nope. So we got Octos. That's what they're called. Okay. Oh, it's an arrow. So, still got some more. We go over here. I got OCD or something there. I just can't do that. I just can't do this half heart stuff. I gotta have it. I gotta have it right. So, here we go. All right. Let's jump over here. Kill these guys. There's the Octo that we need. Okay. Oh, rocks are falling. Okay. So weapons, don't fix this one. So weapons are done. So let's go back over to our shields. This is the only shield that needs to be repaired. I'm trying to get all the Royal Guard weapons. I'm trying to fill them all with Royal Guard. These are the strongest shields besides the Master Shield that you're gonna get. Obviously, and then the bows. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got you can get them at the everybody knows this by now. I could get them at the castle. You have to go into the castle and look for them. All the Royal Guard weapons. But anyway, so we drop the shield here. Ah! I don't know if I threw it down here or what. Use the Ultra Hand. That's how I usually find them. I don't see it. turns up yellow. Darn it, man. Is that it right there? No, it's some kind of mushroom. Dagnabbit. I hate when things they spit them out when they spit them out sometimes. Hey, what's that? Is that it? No. Just a random bone. Nuts, man. Oh, I don't see it. I don't know what he did with it. What happened to it? See that? That's not it. What did he do to it? Oh, what's this? Oh. Well, that shield's gone. I don't know what happened to that shield. Oh well. So we got these bows now. So we could just kill that guy, that octo. So let's go down here to these other ones. Here's one. So pick him up. There we go. Alright, there's the bow. Ah, there we go. Ah, now that one's badly damaged. Alright, well, we got more octos to go to, so. Now, these ones over here are a little difficult to manage sometimes because there's two of them. So we go down here. So like I said, there's two guys here. Let's get these out of the way. So like I said, these weapons as you can forge here in Tears of the Kingdom are just stupid, crazy stupid, overpowered. So that's what I love about Tears of the Kingdom. Like I said, we got two of them here, so this like to managing this is a little difficult. So what I like to do is I put them here, put it here in the middle. Oh, I think he just broke that. I think he just broke that bow. Jeez. Okay. Won't let me drop it. Won't want to let me drop it. Okay, now drop it. And then try to keep track of which one sucks it up. Okay, the right one sucked it up. So then kill the right one. Try to. Alright. Got the right one. Alright. Now, put this one out. This is the one. Put another one out for them to fix. Alright. Ah, it went down the hill. No. Crap! It went over the side. I think. managing these octos, I'm telling you, man, it sucks. Does anybody have any better advice? Put that down below. At least I don't think it was a Royal Guard bow, but still. Alright. Alright, so what else? Do I have anything else left? Yeah, I got two more bows. So we're here. Let's go here. Those two by the train tracks. Okay, so which way do we need to go? I'm pointed to them already, I think. Yeah, just around this bend here. Oh well, we got one of them. So just keep going, just around this rock here. Keep on going around this rock. I wonder if you can grab them with Ultra Hand, and when the Octos spit them out. Let me try that. Okay, getting closer. So maybe over that rise there. Getting really close on the map here. This way. Over this rise. There's two of them right. Ah, here we go. There's one. So let me see an Ultra Hand. Let me see if I can grab it when they shoot it. And I really want to keep hold of these bows because, like I say, these are the Royal Guard bows. Hey, I caught it. And now that's shielded. No, sometimes you can shoot these guys, and other times you can't. So yeah, I got him that time. Third time's the charm, huh? So I got one bow. So what did I do with this one? This durability up, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so we'll find this other one. I think it's over here. There he is. Okay, we'll drop this bow. Hey, you got it. Sucked it up from all that way. He certainly shot it for a long way. There it is, right there. All right. What did I get with this one? Durability up plus. Okay. Let's go back to that Octo and kill it. Dag nabbit. see if we can find one more. Say right here. If I go here to this shrine, there's just a few around there. Just trying to get everything fixed. Yep, there's one right there. He should serve. He should serve our needs right now. Also, the blade is damaged too. Said the blade. Which any others that are blinking red? Doesn't say. It doesn't show any of them else blinking red. Just that one, which is that's what we want. That's what I want. None of these others are blinking red. Huh. Weird. Oh gosh. Savage Lionel Blade is severely damaged. Oh, shield, not sword. Yeah, of course. Okay, drop the shield. Just equip this one. And they gave us a guard up 7. All right, not bad. Ah. Come on, you. Wow, this one's a real pain in the neck. Let's try this. There we go. All right, well, I think that's all. Let's see. Let's see if I can make another one of these weapons. Let's see. We have the Royal Guard Claymore. So equip that, and then we take this and put it down. We have fuse. Royal Guard Claymore. So this gave us Silver Lionel Blade 87. So let's see. We have to damage it. Come on now. Wow. It's taking longer than I thought. Come on now. There it goes. Alright, now it's damaged. So we got 174. So if we take it to an octo, so we find another one over here. Here somewhere. There he is. See what he does. See what he does for us. Okay, so we'll drop this. Oh. So It's at 87, so now we gotta break it down again. So now we gotta break it down again. Oh, screensaver back on. Okay, see what we got. 174 again. All right, well, I think this is it because I won't stick around because if I'm going to continue to try to forget that blade back to the power it was at, it's going to take a while. So anyway, I thank you guys for watching. I know this is like just another video of the tons of ones that are already on YouTube for Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. But I appreciate you watching, and like I said, I'm very very happy, very excited for anticipating the remake that's coming out later this year for the Zelda Ocarina of Time. That is just was an awesome game. I can't wait to play it. However they remake it, if they just remade it in with today's graphics, give me the exact same game with today's graphics. That would be awesome. That would be great for me. But anyway, I thank you all for watching. You guys have a good day. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Matthew, aka the Nucleus Cyborg. This is a little bit later on the day when I was looking at that first video that I recorded. Uh, since I was standing away from the computer, there wasn't much sound to it, so I don't know if you could hear my voice. What I was doing during that first clip was I wanted to see how I would do against Lionel's in both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I had gotten a little bit better at fighting Lionel's and Tears of the Kingdom because you just have the weapons are so overpowered, as you can see behind me here. And there, just right there, the silver liner blade. I was also telling you that in that video, or the first clip, I had one. I'm not sure what happened to it. Uh, but I tried during that towards the end of the video to see if I could reforge another one, but it was taking too long, and so I was lucky. Not long after filming that first clip, I kept trying, and like I said, go up to a Korok or Octo or whatever the heck he's called, and save. That way, every time you break your weapon, you wanted to get it to him repair it, trying to get the plus 10 in attack. As you can see the attack up plus 10. That's what you're trying to get, and then you break the weapon or where it gets to where it's blinking red. As you can see, see over here. Uh, Sorry, man, my fingers. Right there, right there. Darn it, man. There, right there. See how it's blinking red? So that's when it doubles the power. So I got double the power. You put on a suit, like the Fierce Deity suit or something like that, and then you have the weapon, and then you have you eat something and it gives you some attack boost. So I'm going to see here since I reforged one, and since I have them marked. Let me show you right quick. Let's see if I can pull up. Okay, as you can see, most of the if you can see, let me see if I can get a little bit closer. Okay, so hopefully you can see some of the map is marked with skulls. And here on the surface those are all Lionels, except for the bottom right corner. Here are the Moduggles, here in the Gerudo Desert. But otherwise, these are Lionels. So I'm going to choose the one Lionel that's quick, and then I'm gonna see if I can stay right here by the computer, so the sound will come out a little bit better. Let's see. Looks like this one might be pretty easy to get to. So we'll just go here. I was also showing you my houses in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom that you might saw there, and then we fought the one Lionel that was in Breath of the Wild. That the only one that I know the location of is the Elden Skull, the Great Elden Skeleton, in the Elden region. So I know that's the only one where you can find one in Breath of the Wild. I'm sure there are others, of course, but Tears of the Kingdom I have them all marked. Plus the ones we did the one in the depths. You go through the Colosseum, and so here we're at. That's what I was all doing in the first video. Now let's see. I need to turn around. Okay, so keep going about this way. So keep on going. Yeah, you should be around here. And hopefully you can hear my voice as I'm right next to the computer here. Let's see if I can get down on my knees. I'm right close to it. So let's see. So it'll show up on my little map down in the corner there. Yeah, there I see him. I can see him. I'm gonna get rid of all these guys. They just get in the way. They don't really help. Okay, so let's change our uniform or clothes. Fierce Deity clothes. I got the boots. There we go. So there he is right there. I think it's a red mane. So he sees me. Alright, he sees me. Alright, we're gonna try this. You guys weapon out. I think I gotta take my weapon out for him to I got me right before I get my shield up. Okay, here we go. So sometimes I miss the face. Alright. And the shield was damaged, so let's go replace that. Here he comes. He's gonna run at me. I'm getting better at the shield bash, as I was trying to say in the first one. So we get on top of him, we have the silver Lionel blade. 6. He's dead. So that was, you see how quick I'm getting better at fighting Lionels. That was just a red mane, so let's see if we can find a silver mane. I think here in the where is it? Somewhere here in the Heber region, I think. right here, right here, right here. Here in the Gerudo region, here the Gerudo Highlands. So let's go here. Now we're gonna have to ship or change our uniform, our clothes, because it's gonna be cold. So change the clothes. Oh, come on now. All right, all right. Go this way towards the Lionel. I believe it's a silver main Lionel. And forgive the volume if it's a little loud. I'm trying to speak a little louder so it'll get through to the computer. I think I'm going the right way. Hopefully I'm going the right. No, I was going the wrong way. That's why. Nuts. It's this way. These little ice rock guys. So I need to head towards that big skull there. Excuse me. He hasn't popped up on my lower map yet. Make sure I'm going the right. Yeah, I'm going the right way. So he should be just over these banks here. Yeah, I see him. He's on my lower map now. There he is. Excuse me. And then also to make up for the armor set. Let's see if I have a meal that I can eat. I'll double the attack power. There he is. He sees me. I want to start the fight before I eat something. All right. Let's see. Meals. Here we go. Meat. 3 minutes. Here we go. I think he is. Let me see. Missed his face. I do that sometimes. Get better at the shield bash. Alright, there we go. Get up on top of him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just gonna spout some fire. Oh, he got me. Oh, didn't get it that one. Okay, here he comes. Shield bash. Right in the face. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Sometimes he bucks me off. Trying to be careful because if you don't, you could break the shield or break the weapon if you don't be careful. There we go. So I'm getting a lot better at beating Lionels. Let's just collect. Yeah, Savage Lionel doesn't say anything about silver. Let's see what all the materials. I'm not sure if it was a silver line or not, but you see how easy. I mean, it's stupid. 194. This is what I lost, and now I was able to make another one fairly quickly. So use this for Lionels. and you just tap them on the head, and it doesn't do any damage. But you got to be careful because if you do too many hits, and you can come down off their back and break that because red's flashing, it's about to break. Same with the bone here. If you uh, use the use the radiant armor set here with any bone kind of weapon, it doubles the power. Plus, you can get use meals. Plus it if it's in the dark, it kind of glows, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that because again, I was not close to the computer like I usually am, so you couldn't hear it on that first clip there. So I just wanted to let you know I was able to reforge another one of those high-powered lino blades pretty quickly after the first clip, and so just go ahead and show you how easy it is. Super stupid, crazy easy to beat a lino, beat anything with these crazy souped-up power weapons that you can make with fusion. And that's why Tears of the Kingdom I think is probably the my favorite of the two. Uh, it is a little bad that they are a little messed up that they it's pretty much the same story as Breath of the Wild. It's just so they just kind of like restarted you. When they took away all you're so overpowered by the end of Breath of the Wild, and then you start Tears of the Kingdom by just at the end of Breath of the Wild, and you're overpowered. You got all your hearts, you got all your stamina, and all that other stuff, and then you got to do it all over again, getting weapons and fixing the Master Sword and all that stuff. So, but Tears of the Kingdom is probably my favorite of the two, just because it's crazy, stupid power. These weapons, these fusions, these meals, these outfits that you can wear to just like dominate your opponents, and fighting Ganon is pretty easy too with all these crazy stupid weapons. And so maybe I'll do a video of that. There's tons of videos already out on there on YouTube about the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and tips and tricks and all that other stuff. But I was just kind of late to the party here. So, but I just wanted to share this with you because as I was trying to say in the first video, if you ever caught that first clip or not, it was just I got the Switch 2. I'm still using the Switch 1 because I wasn't able to transfer over my data for some reason. So I'm still using the Switch 1, but I got the Switch 2 because the remake of the Ocarina of Time is coming out this winter time, this November, probably around Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving, something like that, for the Christmas holiday. But then it'll also work because I can get it, I can play a little bit of it and familiarize myself with it a little bit, and then I'm going on a trip for New Year's. So I'll be able to take it with me on the plane. I love how the Switch 2 is a little bit bigger. The screen is a little bit bigger. The Switch 1, I mean, I've always wanted to take it with me on places. I just wish the screen was just a little bit bigger. And so I think they did that with the Switch 2, and that's great. So anyway, thank you all for watching. And so I just kind of like redid these last few clips. So there's some crazy, stupid power, overpowered weapons that you can get in Tears of the Kingdom and easily beat Lionel's almost anything. All right. Again, thank you for watching. Bye. Okay, everybody. Just one last clip here. So when I was putting the video together, that segment there, the longest segment where we start in Breath of the Wild and then transition to Tears of the Kingdom, it did have volume to it. The other day when I was trying to go through it, I guess something happened on my computer here. I'm filming through iMovie. That's how I film my videos or upload them. So I guess just yesterday when I was just trying to rewatch that video, I guess maybe I just didn't have the volume on or something like that. So we did have volume, and so you probably heard most of it. But I just wanted to make that very first clip that came on where I was describing that so I did have volume. So, but I hope you enjoyed that video. I know I'm kind of late to the party. There's tons of videos on YouTube now about Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but I'm just so excited about the new Zelda game that's coming up, the remake of the Ocarina of Time, because that was such an iconic game. I think I would say that's probably my favorite game to play, Ocarina of Time, of the whole series of games. Uh, Now I am kind of partial to A Link to the Past because that's the very first one I played on the Super Nintendo. But on the Nintendo 64, the Zelda Ocarina of Time, I think they really upgraded. I mean, of course the graphics according to today's standards are not as well, but the graphics back then were awesome, and the story was just phenomenal, and all the things you could do is as I'm learning now as an adult. Actually, I do think about going back in between time before the remake comes out, because there was a lot of things I actually didn't do because I was so young at the time. I was somewhere in middle school, I think. So between sixth and eighth grade, somewhere in there, and I just didn't know about all the things you can do. I just as I found things, that's how I did things. I learned about the big Goron or Bigoron sword. How do you pronounce it? Big Goron or Bigoron sword? But I found out about that. I love to do that every time I play through the game. And then I'm learning more. Some other people have videos on here about different elements of Ocarina of Time. And so somebody the other day was saying that the getting Epona as an adult was actually optional. And I'm looking at that. I was like, I'm not sure if it's I mean, maybe it might not be strictly optional, but I mean, she really helps. You really need her a lot because, like I said, going through the Bigoron sword and all the things you had to do, and some of them had timers. So I don't think you would be able to do that without Epona. And then also, there's that segment in there where you have to in the game where you have to connect the bridge between the Gerudo Desert to the rest of Hyrule. You have to jump over that big gap with Epona. I don't see how you could do that, or without the horse. I don't. I think, in my opinion, she is kind of strictly necessary for in game. But to each his own. Everybody can have an opinion, of course. But anyway, I'm just very super excited about that. I bought the two, which I've bought systems before just for one game, which I bought the Wii back in the day just for the Zelda game that was coming out on that. What was that? Skyward Sword. But anyway, so I bought the Nintendo 2 just for the remake of Ocarina of Time. I did buy the Hyrule Gamer. What is it? I can't remember. But you know that the game on there where Zelda goes back in time, and you're fighting with Rauru and all that other stuff. Hyrule Gamer Warriors or something like that. Dang man, it's downstairs. If I had the game, game box, I could show you. But you know what I mean, or what I'm talking about. If you're watching this video and you're a Zelda fan, I played through that. I found it. It was okay, to be honest. I just think it was more like it was too much of a role playing game to me. It was like you didn't have as much freedom as you did in Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. It was just like more movie segments that you just watched the events happening, and then you fought a little bit. So, but I thought some of the characters were cool. The little Korok there, that's in the Hyrule Gamer, Hyrule Warriors, or whatever it is. Age of Imprisonment. There you go. It came to me. I found it a little cool that the Korok in there. He grows up. He plants himself at the end of the game, and it becomes the Deku Tree of Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. So I thought that was pretty cool. A pretty cool feature detail that was there. But anyway, but I'm very cool, super excited for this new game that's coming out later this year. Probably around November, I'm guessing, just in time for the Christmas season. And then I'm also super excited because I have I'm going on vacation for New Year's, and so I'll be able to take that game. I'll be able to play it a little bit beforehand and kind of get the feel of it. And I probably, purposely, I won't try to get too far when I get the game, so I can play it while I'm on vacation, or at least on the travel days. I probably won't be playing much where we're going. So, anyway, I thank you all for clicking on this video, and I thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. Click and subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment down below. Are you super excited about this new game that's coming out, Ocarina of Time remake? It looks great. It does. I've seen clips for it. If all, in my opinion, if all they do is give us the same game with today's graphics, I think that would be awesome. That's what I've heard that people are talking about what they could change, what they could add, because it's going to be a remake, not necessarily just not necessarily just that, just giving you the same game with updated graphics. So I would love to see. I mean, when I was a kid, for one thing, what was her name? The boss in the Deku Tree, the very first one that you fight when you were a kid. Since I didn't know what the bosses were going to look like back then, when I was a kid, like I said, I told you before, I was in like 6th, 8th grade, somewhere in there. When I finally first saw that, and all the puzzles and all the boss, the inside the Deku Tree, all the stuff that you have to do, the levels you have to get, just the playthrough of getting through the Deku Tree was very different from anything I had played before, like the original ones on Nintendo, or like I said earlier, the Link to the Past on Super Nintendo. So when I first saw that insect or whatever else parasite that was inside the Deku Tree, I got scared out of my mind. I turned the system off. I was so scared. So I mean, if they would just upgrade her, just to see her and her new graphic glory would be awesome. But anyway, I think I've rambled long enough, and this video is going to be long enough anyway with all the different segments that I've done. So, again, thank you for clicking on this video. thank you for watching and putting up and going through with all my ramblings here. So, I appreciate you. Like this video, leave a comment down below, and then subscribe to my channel and try to help me grow it back. Anyway, thank you much. Have a great day.